Well, we waited and we waited and we waited, but it came eventually. Lucas Nemecha with the goal separating the teams, giving Leeds United a big 3 points here at Ellen Road. And it's only just emptying now behind us because the fans have been celebrating with the players as they would do. Simon Grayson and Michael Bridges in the studio. We enjoyed that moment, didn't we, Grace?
Well, we did. Best time to score, 91st minute. Not long of extra time to be played. I think the overall second half performance was a lot better. We dominated. I don't think Carl Darlow had a save to make. You're just thinking the half opportunities that we had, are we going to get the chance to get the 3 points? But Nemecha comes on, scores a goal and 1-0 clean sheet, happy days.
Should we just get it over with now that he predicted it? He predicts it. What did they say, like a clock that's not working?
Not right.
It's at least twice. Right, once a day.
They get one right in 100.
You predicted a win though, Bridgie, as well. I mean, listen, a really decent performance. You know, we said at half-time, this game is there for the taking, isn't it? And it felt like the players felt that. Daniel Farke felt that. The fans felt it as the half went on, and they went and took it.
I knew it was going to be a close game because, like I said, the attacking prowess of this team with Fulham and where they are in the league suggests they can get results. But our home form, when you get the momentum, what was lovely was to see how the players were feeding off the fans today. The fans reacted to the players' performance and the work rate that they were shown. And it just built and built. Now, that second half momentum was superb. So there was a lot to take out of the first half for it to analyse, but then second half, I just thought the attitude of the players that were out there and the players that came off to make the difference, that was the turning point. And what was lovely to see was how Fulham were getting frustrated because every time they got the ball, there was players of Leeds United around them. And that's what, like I say, the fans built off that. A huge result, a massive momentum shift for the survival to stay in the Premier League, and just such a good performance from everybody.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you mentioned at home, 25 points now, 19 of those here at Ellen Road, Simon.
Yeah, look, the atmosphere, we all know what it's like here at Ellen Road. But I was just about to say I'd give Daniel Farke a lot of credit. Makes a substitution, changes the shape of the team, brings Nemecha off to the left-hand side, went to the 4-2-3-1 away from the back three when he took Jayden Bogle off. Full credit to the manager making them decisions. Sometimes you make substitutions, change the shape of the team, it doesn't work for you. But at this moment in time, he's making a lot of good decisions, and that ultimately led to us winning the match and put us in a healthy position.
Yeah, we will bring you reaction from down in the tunnel as soon as we get it. Don't worry about that. This has been a topsy-turvy day. West Ham have beaten Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with a very late goal there as well. They were in the lead whilst we were drawing. We were like, well, 8 points is 6. Then they started drawing, so 8 points is back to 8. And then we scored and we're like, oh, suddenly it's up to 10 points. They've got a late winner as well at Tottenham. So it remains as it is with us on 25 points. Forest on 21, they're playing Arsenal tonight. And West Ham on 17. It's kind of as you were, and it just goes to show that wasn't just a big goal in the context of the game of 3 points. That's potentially a big goal in the context of the season.
That's what I said about survival. It's a massive 3 points, and well deserved, by the way, because, like I say, second half, the final third entries from Leeds United. I mean, you know, Goodmanson got in some great positions. Bogle did. We've got the centre half in Justin getting in.
Had a couple of chances, didn't he?
Absolutely massive opportunities. So you just didn't want it to be one of them days where you're thinking, oh, it was almost nearly. I mean, a point would have been good at home. But the 3 points is absolutely huge, especially when you saw what West Ham did, because everybody that goes to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium at the minute, like I say, before the kick-off, Spurs would have preferred to have that game away from home, so there was always a chance. So it's pressure back on Nottingham Forest now to get a result against Arsenal, but that's huge for this club.
But what this win does as well is it just increases the confidence level of the playing group, the supporters, everybody connected with it, because this isn't a team that in the bottom three that was just beat today. This is a team that are on a good run, top 10, who've been a Premier League for a number of years now, got some outstanding players, and we've kept a clean sheet. Didn't deserve to at least draw the game. We've got and won it. This is a huge confidence boost for everybody.
And we're talking about the 3 points. Let's not go away from it's a clean sheet, right? We're talking about Harry Wilson before the game. We talked about Jimenez. They were non-existent. Yeah. Smith Rowe. The defensive setup and the organisation between Carl Darlow coming in to get a clean sheet. The scenes out there after the game I thought were marvellous, because we talked about, you know, him coming in when Meslier was taken out last season, the Championship, big decision. He's coming. All the players surrounding Carl Darlow there to go, well played, mate. That is, you know, another outstanding performance. Even though he didn't have much to do, he's played his part, and the clean sheet is the most important thing for him going forward into the season. But the 3 points is huge for us.
That 3 points. Should we take a look at the moment then that defined the game in the end? And like we said recently, Daniel Farke's turned to his bench quite a few times, hasn't he, to get players to make impact? And it's another player who again today has done that in Lucas Nemecha.
Well, look, he could have kept the same system. He could have put Nemecha up front with Calvert-Lewin and kept the 3-5-2 as such. But no, he wanted to change it. Went 4-2-3-1. Nemecha off the left-hand side. And look, we were asking questions. We were getting second balls. We were recycling it. We're getting bodies into the box. And when we look at the goal in general, you look at the movement from Nemecha, the ball from Ampadu to start with, recycled, and it's a great finish.
So forgive me, we're going to go straight to the tunnel down at Ellen Road because we have our captain, Ethan Ampadu, ready to chat to us. Ethan, congratulations. A massive, massive win. How are you feeling?
Put a lot of hard work into that. We've been building a lot of positivity over the last few weeks, few months, performance-wise and results-wise. Obviously, the last league game was we lost it in such a disappointing way at the end. So to come back here at home in front of the fans and win like that was great.
Hi Ethan, it's Simon Grayson here. Well done, congratulations. I think you're making yourself to be on a personal level one of the fans' favourite players, and great win for Terry Yorath, the Welsh connection today, obviously what happened recently. But I think from when I'm looking from the outside as being a manager here, there seems a real togetherness, a team spirit that you keep going. You never know when you're accepting a draw or you're trying to get that 3 points in late stages of games.
No, of course. I think first of all the reception that the players, the fans, even Fulham gave Terry before the game was special, and that shows how together this club is. I've said many times it's one city, and that was true to the start of this, and it was obviously very special to win today whilst we were celebrating that special. And like you say, yeah, to win like that at the end, like you said, there's that experience where do you go for it, do you not, do you try and sit up for the draw? But especially when you play at home and you can feel the crowd, they really do push you on. And when we're at home or any game at the minute, we want to win all 3 points. So I think you have to go for it.
Yeah, Ethan, Bridgie here. Well played, mate. Good on you once again. A couple of things happened in the game. There was the yellow card that was given to you before half time. I thought that was an absolute joke, mate, so I'm going to bypass that. But there was a big moment after the game. I know we've got the 3 points. The big moment for me, the clean sheet. I saw the whole team. There's a great culture at this club. You all went and got a hold of Carl Darlow and give him a massive ovation.
No, of course. I think, again, that shows this togetherness and this unity within this squad. No matter who's called to play, everyone has full confidence in every single member part of this squad, where whenever someone's called upon, they always seem to perform at the minute. And like you said, at the end, to go over to Carl for a clean sheet, but not just Carl, but everyone here deserves a clean sheet at the minute as well.
How's the manager at this moment in time? He must be really happy. Is he going to lighten the load on new players? You get a couple of days off at any particular time, or is it back to work tomorrow or Monday?
We hope we can have a few days off. Obviously, whenever you win, it's easier to celebrate and shout around for some days off. So
I know.
We're going to keep doing that. So hopefully, he can give us a couple of days off, which would be nice.
Just finally, the scenes there when you scored the goal, which eventually sealed the 3 points. Ellen Road just went crazy. We've had a few moments like that this season, but tell us what it's like from your point of view, being in the thick of it. We're watching from the side. These two look like they wanted to get involved, but couldn't do from here in the studio. What's that like? It must have been amazing.
No, it's very special. As you said, there's been a lot of special nights here, special days, special results here that since I've been part of as well, which are thoroughly enjoyable. It's another one today. The way in the reverse fixture, the way we lost at the end and the way they celebrated, rightly so, on the day they won the game. But we took that. We felt a bit disheartened by that because we thought that game over there was maybe a little bit similar today. Obviously, today we might have performed a little bit better and put some more pressure on, but we remembered how they celebrated in front of us last game. And not to say like you always want to take a little bit of revenge because football can come around and maybe bite us back, but on a personal for us, we wanted to make sure we won this game today.
Well, you did, and did in style. Congratulations on the 3 points, and go well against Everton.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Enjoy your evenings. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers, man. There you go. It's not about taking revenge, but it is also about taking revenge for a last minute.
Get a day off tomorrow. I'm going out to celebrate in town tonight.
Okay,
there you
well,
go.
there you go.
I'm getting a day off.
Bridgie will be in Leeds City Centre later. Should we just go back to the goal? Because we were talking about Ethan there, talking about the celebrations, and that was the moment. Nemecha coming in again. He's really popped up at crucial moments with big, sizable contributions, Simon.
When you're the manager, you make substitutions. All you say to your players is go and make an impact on the game, and whether it's an assist or an actual goal, Ethan Ampadu gets into a fantastic position, a great ball, but you see when the Metro was at the far post, he sort of drifts inside and he's got a lot to do. That's not an easy finish. He makes first contact, wants it more than the defender, and it's probably the first time that we've had a shot that's gone probably a yard and a half away from the goalkeeper that was unable to get near it, and celebrations is unbelievable, and what a time to score.
It's almost like the relief. You can see that in Daniel Farke there because of the pressure that Leeds United had put on Fulham there just to get a break in that moment. That's a big one. So you talk about impacts of substitutes, the concentration level of the defender in this period of the game. You've got a fresh player in the match coming on. The speed of thought here to make sure that I'm going to get that first contact, like Simon has just said. But not only that, this finish is absolutely magnificent because not only is he at full stretch, but to be able to tilt his foot in the way that he does to get that contact on the ball. I mean, it's a lovely angle. That is a special finish because he's not even facing the goal there when he's finished. So the thought process that he's come on fresh, he's got the extra legs to get that yard ahead of the defender, but then to do that was a massive moment.
I was just going to say with that goal, when it happens in real time, you're like, oh, great, you're celebrating and cheering, great, he's got the goal. It's when you see the replay, that's when you're like, that's a special finish.
Yeah, it is. Look, he's had that desire to get in front of, I think it's Cassania, the right back, and just wanted it more. Made real good contact on it. Sometimes you can make little contact and it follows through to the goalkeeper, but he got great contact on it, past him. Look, and football swings in roundabouts, doesn't it? We're talking 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago, playing Newcastle, we lose in the last minute. It certainly doesn't. We had the joy of winning in the last minute today, and as Ethan mentioned before, beating Fulham, who beat us down there so late on as well.
I think it's a marvellous reaction from the players. I mean, the scenes here, the fans celebrating the youngsters, the family members. It's just great because players doing a lap of honour. I predict a riot's going on. Daniel Farke doing his wave. It's a huge thing. Coming from that late defeat against Newcastle, the confidence that you think, can we go and get a result? Is that going to impact our campaign? Well, it didn't. I think that shows true character and resolve from the players to be able to get a result here late on.
As Daniel Farke is celebrating, won't be for long, as Simon's told Ethan to tell the players to ask for extra time off now. So there you go. But, Leeds are doing really, we keep saying they're just doing things really well at the moment. And we talked about them for such a period of the season, we talked about them competing. There's a difference between competing and getting the just rewards. It was interesting what you're saying about that frustration maybe beforehand. When you score a goal like that and you feel like maybe you've deserved the goal, Bridgie, that's the release of that. Yeah. We've deserved to get that goal. This hasn't just come out of nowhere.
A point, if it had been 0-0 and a point against a team in the top 10, you're going, massive kudos. Newly promoted team. Bear in mind, Fulham, 12 unbeaten against newly promoted teams. So that is another huge moment. You can go into that dressing room thinking, we deserve more. So that, like I say, that's just reward for the hard work that the lads put in second half there and the substitutes that made the impact.
And believe me, scoring in the last minute of a game to win a game at this place, there is nothing better. I'm not saying I've ever scored, but I've been on the touchline when we've scored.
Got on a 99-2000.
Anyway, move on.
Against Southampton, it's the greatest night, honestly. We'd get a late goal, nothing better.
Right, it's not about you, Bridgie, today. Come on, behave yourself. Right,
tell them what it was like.
We're very happy in here. There's been 30-odd thousand very happy there. Ethan Ampadu, the captain we've spoken to, and the players very happy. Do we have a happy commentary team? I would expect so. Let's head to the tunnel. Brynlaw and Tony DeRigo.
Yes, I think we do, Rich. We have a very happy commentary team because we're tired, but we got there in the end, didn't we? All of us.
We certainly did. We weren't at our fluid best, I don't quite think, but it doesn't matter. It's all about getting those points. And I remember how we felt at Craven Cottage back then when we gave them a goal and lost. Well, I'm sure they're feeling the same way. But today for us, it's a huge 3 points. It really is.
It's not only the last-minute goal at Craven Cottage, but the last-minute goal in the last Premier League game as well. I mean, it was a head-hitting the desk moment for both of us, that one. So the resilience shown by the group to come back and to fashion a victory in the way they did, that's encouraging, isn't it?
It is, but I've seen that in the last 10, 12 games. That has built and built and built. And just the way that they stick together, they're so determined to win. Come on, you can jump in if you want.
Daniel waiting very nice politely there as we were chuntering away, but we actually need to hear from you, Daniel. Wow. So you lost at Craven Cottage in the last minute. That must feel extra better today to win it in pretty much the last minute.
One of the reasons why I label this as the best win of the season today, because we played in-form Fulham side, clean sheet win, first clean sheet here at home since I think August. Fully deserved. We didn't give any chances away, missed a few chances. I think about Brennan's chance in the first half, but stayed relentless, stayed on it, were also positive in our approach and wanted to go for the win. And in the end, then also a late goal. Another proof of our fitness, of our spirit, of our belief, and also against the side who has scored a late winner against us. Of course, in the home game against Fulham, everyone expects perhaps also a bit like a result, and this are the most dangerous games, and then to deliver in this way after late heartbreak with Newcastle is outstanding, and for me, let's deserve all the plaudits today. For me, the best win of the season so far.
Is it even more pleasing given that the win came from the bench, if you like, and you'd had to change your team anyway because you lost key players, so the group's doing it again for you?
Yes, this is the topic what I'm most delighted about. So, of course, to play without in-form Jakabiol and Anton Stach was difficult. They both suffered yesterday in our last session. Injury was tough today for the lads, but chance for other guys to shine, and the spirit then to deliver such a performance and such a win is outstanding. And also, it was difficult during the game because even a clean sheet point would have been not a bad result against Fulham. And I think Jayden Bogle played well today. Ilya Gruev excellent again. But then to take them off and to bring Lucas Match, a striker, and Autanaka, more offensive-minded midfielder on, was a bit risky because we didn't want to give this 1 point away. But the feeling was, no, we want to go for it. And Lucas... his first 3 touches were not world class. I thought he would have the boots on the first time in his life, but then were unbelievable quality finish, and he has proven why I label him as one of the best German strikers that we have over there in Germany. Wins us again 3 crucial points. Very happy for the lads.
I must admit, the first few touches that Metcher did make, I'm thinking, okay, yes, he needs to warm up. But I tell you what, when it mattered, it was a great finish, wasn't it?
Yes, and we wanted to use his ability. Of course, it was also difficult as a striker to come in, and he had to start a bit more out of the pocket. It's not his natural game, but also didn't want to sub Dominic Calvert-Lewin off. So I want to give this. I know we go for it, and accepted also that it lasts a few moments to come into the game. But then he's an unbelievable finisher. He has the instinct to be there in the right moment and the quality finish. And we need also sometimes his physicality out of a bit deeper position. And today he delivered in an excellent way.
But I think the real pleasing thing is to me is that for the last, at least 12 games or so, strength of character of the team is there for all to see, time and time again.
Yes, also... Again, I think there's no doubt that it's a fully deserved win. We didn't give chances away. We played on the front foot and went for it. And let's should take lots of confidence out of this, and also out of the fact that with the sucker punches at Newcastle and also the injuries, we were still able to deliver such a performance, such a result, and gives lots of confidence. Is of course also good for the table.
Gap behind hasn't changed, but the gap above has, hasn't it? Because there's a group just in front now that are in sight and can be caught.
Yes, but I'm not dreaming about Europe right now. I'm still concentrated. 25 points at the moment is great, anyhow, and especially on such a game day when you lose, for example, such a game and just like 5 points and everyone is panicking, gets nervous. These are the most important wins when the game day goes a bit against you, or at least some results, and then you are capable to deliver such a late winner, anyhow. So feels even better, and for us in general. So I don't look too much over my shoulder, and also not what is in front of us or ahead of us on the table. It's more like for us, it's important. Come on, let's win point after point to achieve our goal. Our goal is we want to stay in this league, so whatever it costs, and for that we go for it. And for that, I'm very happy that we are edging 3 points closer today.
I saw you shout happy birthday to Eddie Gray as you went off. It was a proper Leeds day today, wasn't it, with Terry's passing as well?
Yes, of course, was sad news anyhow, but also great that was possible to, more or less for his legacy with our Welsh Warriors anyhow. So to deliver such a win, I think he would also have been very pleased, especially about the clean sheet, and then also to present Eddie more or less with a win. Yeah, sign why we are such a great Leeds United family, and very, very grateful, and also feel then modest in this moment also to be a little part of the Leeds United family. It's a great feeling.
Well done, Daniel. Excellent. Thank you.
Cheers, Daniel. Excellent. Good stuff.
Well, there you go. Live reaction from the Ellen Road Tunnel, as we always bring you here on Matchday Live on LUTV. Daniel Farke describing that as the best win of the season. And sometimes Guys, let me ask you, is it not necessarily a game that you would pick out because of the way, they've played or the results? You look at Chelsea at home, you think maybe that might be the best goal. Palace. Is it just sometimes that there are certain sets of circumstances that make it feel like a really, important moment? And Daniel Farke there saying the best game, a win of the season.
Yeah, I think especially when you score so late on, I know we've mentioned it, but they do feel extra special, them wins to score in the 90-odd minutes.
That's how you had done that.
But you can see he's overjoyed, and what they've done is they responded after a disappointing result, as in late on against Newcastle, back-to-back wins against Derby last week and today. He's a happy coach because a lot of his decisions have worked. Again, he's made decisions, changed the shape, substitutions, and he can be proud of himself. He doesn't give himself as much credit as he should do, really.
It was interesting hearing the comments from Tony mentioned there about Nemecha scoring. His touches when he'd come on before that hadn't been that great. Interesting, Lucas Nemecha, who's been interviewed for other broadcasts, has said, he was glad it dropped him because he'd had 3 horrific touches in the build-up to that. But the touch that mattered went in. The interesting thing that he said also in his quote is that Dominic Calvert-Lewin made a great run to the near post to open it up. I just wanted to touch on DCL. He hasn't scored today, but you were picking him out so many times during that game when we were watching. What a performance.
Absolutely. Strikers are judged on goals and assists, but take that. He's been outstanding. Today's performance, every aerial battle, he was up there winning them. He was making it so uncomfortable. His hold-up play to bring others into the game, I was admiring so much. I just thought his whole all-round game and the unselfish runs that he made, and I'm delighted that Nemecha has mentioned that, because there's nothing worse than, it makes it easy if you don't make that near post run, then the defender's in the position to stop Ampadu's cross. So he's taken the defender out of a situation that has allowed somebody else to come in. So I thought DCL was absolutely outstanding. And from a striker to him, I thought his all-round game, apart from the goal or the assist, but man, he was brilliant.
I think as well, when you've got somebody like Calvert-Lewin and the ball's going up to him, as a midfield player, 10s or wide players, you know that he's going to win majority of headers or Hulk securing it for you. There's nothing worse as a coach on the touchline or players, goes into centre forward, he bounces back off him, he's lackadaisical, and the opposition have wave after wave of attack. You know that a ball goes up to Calvert-Lewin, 90% of the time he's getting first contact or he's securing it and he's giving the team a base to go and play for. And
he's the type of player that I would relish playing alongside, because he does the work where you gamble on the flick-ons. You can play in front of him when you get the hold-up play. There was obviously the striker that played alongside here, who was incredible. That was Mark Viduka. When that ball went up, you knew that ball was going to stick and he was going to bring others into the game. So, what Dominic has done today, very unselfish player, and obviously has led to that result.
There ain't too many strikers like him at the moment, to be fair. Everybody's a little bit sort of loose, likes to do all the fancy flicks and all stuff like that. He's a proper throwback, is Calvert-Lewin, because he's a proper team player. He's a handful, whether he's got somebody up alongside him, occupying 2 centre-backs. He can occupy 2 centre-backs on his own as well because of his physical presence. He dominates in the air, and he's been outstanding.
He's got a point to prove to people that doubted him and thought he was finished. He's been given an opportunity in a lifeline at Leeds United, and everybody's reaping the benefits. Himself and Leeds United, it's awesome.
Well, we've enjoyed ourselves here today. Simon Grayson, who can give you the insight on what a manager feels like in a moment like this, and Michael Bridges, who knows exactly what it's like to score in the 90th minute for a winner, because he did it once and he hasn't stopped going on about it.
He only scored once,
just the once.
I'll send you the highlights, really.
Yeah, it won't take long to watch. Right, Leeds succumb to a last-minute goal to lose at Craven Cottage. Have a bit of that, Fulham. 1-0 to Leeds, 3 points on the board, up to 25 for now with Everton and Arsenal. On the way, we'll bring you all the action, of course, here on Matchday Live on LUTV.
Red Bull gives you wings.